My name is Charlie Munger. I'm 99 years old, and my time is nearly up. Not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon. That's just mathematics. Before I go, there are things you need to hear. Things I wish someone had told me when I was young, ambitious, and making mistakes I didn't even know were mistakes yet. I'd made billions and lived through 18 recessions. I've watched fortunes made and lost, seen brilliant people destroy themselves, and average people build empires. After 99 years, I've learned something that eludes most. Success isn't complicated. It's just demanding. Everyone wants the secret formula, the stock tips, the shortcuts. But there are no shortcuts. There are only principles. They're simple, slow, and require a patience most people refuse to have. But they work. They worked for me. They worked for Warren. Let me give you the real expensive wisdom, the kind that cost me decades and millions to learn. Your most valuable asset is your time. Don't waste it. My IQ is high, probably around 160. Warren's is similar. That's not why we're rich. I know plenty of brilliant people who are broke. Intelligence is useless if you don't know where you're going. What matters isn't how smart you are, but how you think. More importantly, it's what you avoid. I used to think being smart meant having all the answers. Now I know being smart means knowing which games not to play. The most important decisions in life are about what you refuse to do. Warren and I haven't succeeded because we're geniuses at picking winners. We've succeeded because we're good at avoiding losers. That's the first lesson. It's not about being the smartest person in the room. It's about being rational when everyone else has lost their minds. Here's something boring that has made me more money than any brilliant insight. Patience. The big money isn't in the buying or selling. It's in the waiting. Waiting is the hardest thing to do when you're young and ambitious. I remember watching opportunities I passed on turn into gold for others. It ate at me. But for every one I missed that succeeded, 10 blew up. Nobody brags about their failures. Warren and I have a crude saying, the big money is made in the ass sitting. It's true. We've made most of our fortune by finding a good business and then doing absolutely nothing for decades. If I could tell my 25-year-old self one thing, it would be this: whatever your timeline is, triple it. Real, life-changing compounding doesn't happen in years. It happens in decades. The younger you are, the more time you have, but the less patience you have. Learn it now. Let time work for you, not against you. Let's talk about money itself, because most people have it backwards. They think it's about earning more. It's not. It's about needing less. I've lived in the same house for 70 years. Not because I'm cheap. A bigger house just means more problems. The real secret is figuring out how much is enough. Once you're comfortable and secure, additional money is just a way of keeping score. And that's exhausting. Don't let your lifestyle inflate just because your bank account does. The moment your expenses rise to meet your income, you're back on the treadmill. Live below your means. That gap between what you earn and what you spend, that's where freedom lives. That's where you make good decisions instead of desperate ones. The secret to staying sharp at my age is embarrassingly simple. I never stop learning. Warren and I are learning machines. We read and think constantly because the world keeps changing. If you stop learning, you become obsolete. What worked in 1980 doesn't work today, and what works today won't work in 2050. Your education never ends. Every day you should go to bed slightly smarter than when you woke up. Learn across disciplines. Study psychology, history, physics. The big insights come from connecting ideas from different fields. I call it a lattice work of mental models. It's a way of understanding how the world really works, not just your little corner of it. This knowledge compounds. In 20 years, you'll have a vast reservoir of wisdom that makes decision-making almost intuitive. You'll see patterns others miss, not because you're smarter, but because you've been paying attention longer. I'd made every mistake in the book. Those mistakes were the best education I ever got. Young people don't understand. The goal isn't to avoid all mistakes. It's to make mistakes you can afford and then never make them again. The mistakes that truly cost us weren't losses on an investment. They were the opportunities we missed, the businesses we should have bought and didn't. Don't hide from your mistakes. Study them. Own them. Figure out where you went wrong. Most people don't learn because their ego gets in the way. They rationalize and blame others. Don't do that. Kill your ego before it kills your progress. Say, I was wrong, here's why, and here's what I'll do differently. I've been married to the same woman for decades and kept the same friends for 50 years. I can tell you without hesitation, those relationships are worth more than every dollar I've ever made. Quality of your life is determined by the quality of your relationships. Nothing else comes close. You become like the people you surround yourself with. It's not a metaphor, it's a fact. So, choose carefully. Warren and I have a simple rule. We only work with people we respect and admire. Life's too short to spend with people you don't enjoy. I still go to the office at 99, not because I need the money, but because I enjoy what I do. Most people pick a career based on the wrong criteria, like money or prestige, and then spend 40 years doing something they hate. What a waste. I have 3 rules for choosing work. First, don't sell anything you wouldn't buy yourself. Second, don't work for anyone you don't respect and admire. Third, work only with people you enjoy. If you can check all 3 of those boxes, you'll never dread Monday morning. Your reputation is built slowly and destroyed quickly. Guard it like your most valuable asset because it is. Here's a secret. The simple approach usually works better than the complicated one. Smart people hate simple, so they add complexity to feel clever. And complexity is where things break. Warren and I keep it simple. We buy businesses we understand, run by people we trust, at prices that make sense. That's it. Complex systems are fragile. Simple systems are robust. In the long run, robust beats clever every single time. Default to simple. I've said no to more opportunities than I've said yes to. Every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to everything else. The art of living is knowing what to ignore. Sometimes doing nothing is the best strategy. Your ability to stay focused on what truly matters will determine how far you go. Your health is the only asset you can't replace. You can't just earn more of it. You don't get to be old and healthy by accident. You get there by making small, boring decisions every day. Eat reasonably. Move your body. Get enough sleep. Manage your stress. Good habits you build now will pay dividends for decades. What good is wealth if you're too sick to enjoy it? People ask if I have regrets. Of course. Most aren't about things I did, but things I didn't do. The opportunities I was too cautious to take. The risks I should have taken. You'll regret the things you don't do more than the things you do. Fear keeps us from trying, and that fear costs us over decades. So, take the risk. Make the move. If it doesn't work out, at least you won't spend your life wondering, what if? It came from following a few simple principles. I hope you take this away. Be patient. Learn constantly. Live below your means. Choose your people carefully and don't wait to live the life you want, because time is the only thing you can't get more of. Don't waste it. Figure out what enough looks like for you and build a life around that. The goal isn't to die rich. The goal is to live well, to go to bed each night knowing you spent your day on things that mattered, to look back at 99 and think, yeah, I did it right.